Hey guys, this is Brick, and welcome back to the last episode of Dark Souls 3 for quite a while. In this episode, we're going to be doing a ton of NPC questing, and then we will finish it out with, of course, the final fight. If you're looking for the final fight, feel free to skip ahead. There should be a timestamp in the description that will help you find that fight. However, we have other things to do. So, let's begin by going down and talking to Orbeck. We have one last scroll to give him, and then we're going to buy all his spells.
Back again, I see. Perfect timing, too. I'm in need of a diversion.
Oh, I do have one more.
Unfathomable. This is a crystal sorcery. Created by the Pale Dragon. Thought only to exist in legend. I am ever grateful to you. This is truly sublime. I am afraid this is a debt I cannot repay. Only, I will be sure to unravel it for you. Just a moment.
Excellent. So, if you can hear the giant garbage truck behind me making a whole bunch of noise, I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and buy his last sorceries. Crystal sorceries. But from Logan and from Seat the Scaleless. Now I've bought out his entire inventory, so let's talk to him again.
In Vinheim, I was an assassin. A sorcerer only in name. A killer for hire. What a fool I was, thinking one day I would learn real sorceries. When I became undead, I was exiled from the school. But here I am, now, exploring the depths of sorcery. All thanks to you, I might add.
Very nice line. Not the one I was looking for.
You are no ordinary man. All these sorceries, and you've mastered every one. If this were the Dragon School, you'd be, well, overtly despised and banished from the place. Well, I suppose it's time I packed my bags. I would hate to see our agreement end sourly. Better left, tucked away. It's a pleasant memory.
Alright, Orbeck.
I'll promise to stay safe. It's been nice running our own little school.
That will be the last time we ever speak to Orbeck. Pretty nice guy once you finally break through his little anger facade. Now let's come down here and talk to Irina. Is this water normally so green? It's weird.
Oh, Champion of Ash, do you wish to hear a tale? You only have to ask.
So, let's go ahead and give her the other divine totem that we have.
Oh, you've brought me a Braille divine tome. Now I can tell new tales of miracles. Tales of the greater miracles can be quite the epics. What fun we will have.
So, now that we've given her both of the good divine tomes, let's buy everything she's got. As is apparently the way they like doing quests here.
You know, in my...
Yeah, I know you're a nun.
Thank you ever so much, sweet champion. May your solemn duty conclude in triumph.
And that is not the last time we will talk to her, but she will be somewhere else when we return. Now, let's go up here and speak to Andre. Now that we have completed the Path of the Dragon.
Oh, you've returned. I was hoping to see you. That crestfallen ass Hawkwood, he handed me this. He's changed a great deal since he left this place. Graven of face, he asked me to give it ye.
We get Hawkwood's Swordgrass, a challenge.
Well, now that that task is concluded, what would you have me smith today?
Nothing, bud.
Pretty be careful.
Don't want to see your work squandered. Now I'm gonna do something that it hurts my soul, but it's for him. This is the selfless thing to do.
Oh, hello, you're back, and in one piece. Changed your mind? I hope you do. I lived a petty rat, but would rather not die as one.
Goodbye, Greirat.
Thank you for placing your trust in me. Don't you worry. I know Lothric like the back of my hand.
Well, we'll have to go find him.
Goodbye. I will leave for some time. So long for now. Do stay safe, you hear? Or my efforts will have been for naught.
Bye, buddy. He's awesome. So, that is a lot of the talking we need to do in here, but we're not quite done. Now that we have defeated the Twin Princes, we can finish up what we've done with Cirrus. Actually, it's technically already finished. We have no say in the matter, it's already over. Get out of here. Come over to the same grave, and we'll find her. And take the Sunless Talisman. Her armor set is also available now at the Shrine Handmaid. Rest peacefully, Cirrus. She should be. We finished what she needed to have done. Now that Cirrus is gone, we can take on Leonhard's quest. You can see him leaning over on that chair. We've still got tons of stuff to do, so I'm going to try and just sort through it as best as I can. It's quite a doozy. First, we're going to meet Hawkwood at the Abyss Watchers Arena. Here at the arena, you can see our old compatriot, waiting for us.
I should have known. Well, I've decided to stop running from my fate. Loathe me all you like. I shall take what makes you dragon.
So, he's gone a little dragon crazy, Hawkwood. And he still shows off a little bit of the fact that he was once an Abyss Watcher by wielding that cool-ass sword and beating the shit out of me, just like an Abyss Watcher would. That roll attack that I have just seems very effective, so I might just use that a little bit more. Man, he's quick. Oh, good. Poise. I'm sorry, I thought poise didn't work in this game. He has a lot more Estus Flasks than most of the NPCs in the game, so get ready for a longer fight, unless you can burst him. Which, I'm just a little timid, so I don't think I can. Ooh. Come here, buddy. You will not take what makes me dragon. Losing to Hawkwood will actually, he will then steal your Twinkling Torso Dragonstone that we got from the Path of the Dragon that he actually helped us walk and showed us how to complete. This is an honorable duel between dragons. It's very similar, actually, to the... Jeez, look at all that Estus. The purpose of the old Dragon Covenant in Dark Souls 1, where you would duel each other. So it's a bit of a throwback, but, you know, I could just actually put the Covenant in, huh? That's kind of nitpicky, but at the same time, this game definitely lacks on Covenants compared to its predecessors. Oh my god, I didn't realize he had so much Estus. I just gotta get a little bit more manic. Holy crap! Stop drinking! You maniac! Whew. That attack is really cool. I will not. There he goes. Where's your Estus now, Hawkwood?
You are a dragon. More dragon than I.
For our trouble, we get the Twinkling Dragon Headstone. Rest, Hawkwood. You are no dragon. Okay, so next stop is actually going to be where we originally found Arena of Karim, for there is something there we have yet to pick up. Alright, exiting the Giant's Tower, we can come down here to the dungeon, and we find another old friend, Morne. His body contains his hammer and his shield. Morne saw that Arena no longer needed him, and he simply went to die. The alternate path for Arena, where you give her the Dark Tomes and buy all of those miracles, is very different. I encourage you to go check it out for yourself, actually. But we're not done here yet. We haven't checked on the Giant in a long time, not since we visited his 3 trees and gathered all the branches. Giant buddy. What's up? What's going on? Oh. It appears he's passed away. On his body we find the Hawk Ring. A classic, worthless ring. Unfortunately, quite worthless. But, that's okay. He helped us out. He was a total bro. Now, let's go ahead and quickly head to Rosaria and give her a pale tongue to get the Leonhard quest kicking off. Now, strangely enough, this man grub appears at some point in the game, every time. It's not hostile, but if you kill it, it drops Hazel's pick and the Xanthos crown. So that actually was Hazel, Yellowfinger Hazel. Kind of strange that it drops 2 of those for us since we already got that stuff when we defeated her as an invasion. Now, let's speak to Rosaria. No, quiet, that's not what I wanted to do. You have to be at a weird little specific distance. Let's offer a pale tongue, shall we? There you go, lady. Now, I don't have any relocating of attributes or altering of appearance that I wish to do. That's just simply too much wasted time for me. But, come back here and say hello.
Ah, so you've chosen to serve Rosaria after all. She will be pleased with me for finding her another finger. But be warned, my friend. Rosaria's fingers need only fetch tongues for their mistress. Otherwise, we are free, unchained. Like Yellowfinger, you can choose to believe that all fingers share camaraderie. But do not force your romance upon the rest of us.
Alright, man. If you don't want to be friends, you can just say so.
Rosaria's fingers...
Yeah, okay. If you just don't want to be my buddy, that's fine, man. I like your hat, that's all I wanted to say. Jeez. And now, we will head back to Firelink and check on a couple of things. Upon our return, you'll find the place a bit emptier. Greirat's gone. Orbeck's gone. And so is Irina. However, Irina is not lost. She is not dead in any way. Let us go find her by climbing the tower. Actually, no, we don't need to climb the tower. What am I talking about? Let's go behind where the Swordmaster was, eh? Back here behind this once locked door, we will find Irina sitting alone in the dark.
Oh, sweet champion of ash. Let souls be your strength.
Irina has turned into a firekeeper with all of the light and goodness that we gave her. It doesn't seem like much of an existence, does it? So, if you would like to come here and level up, I guess, if you're that kind of person, then feel free, I suppose. But that is pretty much her only purpose there, which is why I think the dark ending is much more interesting. I just didn't want anyone to be upset with me going down a darker path. Even though I already did that with Londor. It's alright, Henri isn't dead. I just stabbed her through the face. It's different in this world. Anyway, don't stab people in the face. So, now I'm actually going to travel right back to Rosaria. Upon our return after talking to Leonhard, we'll find that Rosaria appears to have died. And a black Eye Orb has been left. This is all seeming a little familiar, huh? Now, you carry the black Eye Orb with you if you do this early in the game, and eventually you'll find it vibrate in a random room. I actually know exactly what the room is, so I will see you in that one place with the thing. Hold on, it'll come. And Orlando! Aldrich's room. From Aldrich's room, you're going to want to travel up one of the ladders, elevators even, for either Ornstein or Smo, depending on if you're a fat man or not, and come up here into Guinevere's chambers. And here you will feel the black Eye Orb quivering. So, go ahead and use it. Let's invade the world of Rosaria's killer.
Well, never expected to see you here. Couldn't resist her any longer in all her festering glory. And now you want to ravage her soul as well. I sowed the seeds, I'll prune the mess. I, Leonard, swear so upon my vows to the goddess.
Now, for some reason, Leonhard seems to think we wish harm upon Rosaria, and so he's trying to protect her by taking her soul away from our reach. It's a bit of an interesting little obsession of his, I guess. Whew! That was actually pretty close.
No one will despoil her soul. Certainly no beast wrapped in human skin. What do you want with her soul? Isn't flesh enough for a sick beast?
I don't know what happened to you, Leonhard, you hollow bastard. We were buddies. You recruited me. You were my hiring agent. We could have been buddies.
Blessed Rosaria.
Defeating Leonhard is going to give us quite a bit of reward, which is not too bad. We received the Soul of Rosaria, the Crescent Moon Sword, and the Silver Mask. Now I'm going to let those item descriptions run on for a little bit. Interestingly enough, the Soul of Rosaria has a second secret use besides just giving it back to Rosaria. Giving it back to Rosaria doesn't really do anything. You can still use the Covenant even while she's dead, which is a bit strange, but that's fine. However, you can actually transpose it from Ludleth, and he will give you the Bountiful Sunlight Miracle, which is something that we've always associated with Guinevere. So you can infer that Rosaria must be some sort of descendant of Huge Boobs herself. Now that we've done that, let's head to the Grand Archives. Near the top of the archives, at this little section of books up here, we'll find Orbeck, who has found his rest. From his body we can get his ashes, and the only reason that is important, because normally we would use ashes to, get items from the shopkeep. However, we bought everything Orbeck had to offer, and we're not really into double spells. So, we can give these to Yuria to get the reward that she offered so very long ago for defeating Orbeck and removing him because he thought himself a Lord of Hollows. Yeah, whatever. Now, I don't know if it's over here or not. I think it is. Oop, please don't kill me. Yeah, down here, from the Grand Archives roofs, we can find Greirat's final resting place as well. He tried, and he failed. We get his ashes as well. Those ones we do want to give to the shopkeep. Make sure you don't accidentally give Orbeck's ashes to the Shrine Handmaid. Otherwise, you'll be real sad. Because you won't be able to use, get the Morion Blade, and the Morion Blade's pretty neat. Also, there's ow! Don't candle wax me. Oh, this armor actually looks really cool in white. Can you do that a little bit more? Even coat. I will see you guys back at Firelink. A quick little note: defeating Leonhard also makes his armor set available from the Shrine Handmaid, so feel free to do so. Hello, Yuria.
Ah. Our lord and rightful liege, speak freely, thy lordship. I am at thy beck and call.
Well, I murdered that dude.
Ah, I see Orbeck's claim is proven false. As it should be our right and deserving Lord of Hollows. It is a Londor treasure befitting of a true lord. Lord of Hollows, may the dark sigil guide thy way.
We get the Morion Blade for giving her the ashes. No, we didn't kill him ourselves. We're not evil sons of bitches. Now I'm going to go ahead and buy what she's got here. Thought I already got this. I'll buy it. Why not?
Be safe, O lord and liege. I prithee wrest the flame from its mantle.
It's not going to happen, Yuria. In fact, It's time that I finally turned my back on that black-dressed, scary person. So, let us go to the Firekeeper,
Welcome home, Ashen One.
and we shall heal the Dark Sigil. It's gonna cost a lot of souls, but lucky for me, I'm rolling in them. We are no longer hollow. At all.
Farewell, Ashen One.
We're humans again. No more dark sign, nothing like that. In fact, if we look here, there's no more hollowing section at all on our character. Let's go see what Yuria has to think about that. You pissed?
Does forsworn the Lord's mark. There is not more to say. Farewell, our fleeting Lord.
So she's pretty butt mad about us betraying her Lord of Hollows garbage. So, you know, natural thing to do.
Where are they walking?
Let's kick her ass.
A hollow need not be mad.
Oof.
No one so weak shall ever rule us.
Uh-huh. I'm so weak that I decided I didn't want a wrinkly, ugly-ass face!
I have failed thee.
Now, strangely enough, she talks about Kath, one of the serpents from Dark Souls 1. It's the first time we've heard of him in a very long time. From her corpse, we can get Yuria's ashes and Darkdrift. And I believe, now that she is defeated and gone, we can buy her clothing from the old shrine handmaid. Let's check it out. Check it. There it is. Bada bing, bada boom. And we can also get Orbeck's clandestine coat, which is pretty swaggy. It's pretty nice looking. Now let's give him some. Let's give the shrine handmaid first. Yes, we know about the Dragon Chaser ones, but let's give her some ashes of somebody who was a friend and see how she reacts.
Gracious, passing fine ash thou hast given, and awfully warm at that. Almost as if it had lived mere moments ago. Oh, forgive an old woman's idle prate. I'm sure an ashen one such as thee would never indulge such base contrivances.
Yeah.
Well, what warm umbral ash have we here? It's as if thy fate were with death entwined. But take no note of me, thy business is thine own. As by now thou surely knowest, there is little I love more than a gratuity of souls.
She mocks us for being murderous. Lots of laughing, actually. That laugh was longer than expected. So, that is all the ash that we could ever offer her, unless we started murdering, you know, other friends, like Cornix and stuff like that. Now, let us go place the final Cinder, as we are officially, I believe, done with NPC questing. If I missed something, let me know, and I will put a comment here somewhere and then cover it as soon as the DLCs come out. After placing the final Cinder, you can see the Firekeeper begin walking towards the center. Before we speak with her, I want to see if Ledlith has anything to say. I don't actually know if he does.
Ah, well met. All is as planned, is it not? 5 lords for 5 thrones. To think others might ne'er be raised. And I, of the last lords, a rather little lord, most undeserving of the honor. Speak with the Firekeeper.
Alright, buddy.
I took the mantle of Lord of Cinder.
Yeah, I've heard that one. So, let's bring ourselves to the final fight.
The 5 lords sit their 5 thrones. All thanks to thee, most worthy of lords. Ashen One, with the lords as thy witness, bend thy knee afore the bonfire's coiled sword, and let the lords' embers acknowledge thee as their true heir, a true lord, fit to link the fire. Farewell, Ashen One. Noble lords of Cinder, the fire fades. And the lords go without thrones. Surrender your fires to the true heir. Let him grant death to the old gods of Lordran, deliverers of the first flame.
Well, as we return, we're no longer where we were. We are now in the Kiln of the First Flame. It's the same place. Feels a little different, that's for sure. Lots of collapsed rubble everywhere, keeping us from going places we shouldn't. If we come up here, the outside has certainly changed. With the blazing dark sign solar eclipse going on in the sky, things are definitely looking a little different than they were. Pretty dramatically so. Let's proceed to the first flame. Look at all that. Looks crazy, doesn't it? Now, up this hill is the final fight. There's actually a decent chance I'm going to get invaded on this little walk, which is pretty funny. If you decided not to kill Yuria and actually want to do the Lord of Hollows ending, she can be summoned for this fight. And if you do so, she will disappear. And then when you go back, you will find her armor set and Darkdrift where she once was. Just as a quick note. Now let's begin. There he is, sitting at the bonfire. And so we begin our fight with the Soul of Cinder. An amalgamation of all of us who played Dark Souls 1, basically. We are the old gods of Lordran. Ow! This field of broken swords and spears. We got this. Basically fighting a giant throwback, which is really awesome. Whew! Now, the gimmick of this boss is that he has 4 different weapons. He starts with the sword every time. However, he can switch to the spear, as he just did. Ow. I really thought I backed up enough there. He also has a couple more, which I'm sure we will see. In fact, I'm going to make sure we see him, because otherwise we're missing a lot of help. Whew. Now, this spear set also comes with a little bit of a faith. He can actually cast a healing spell and Wrath of the Gods in that form, so be careful. Now, the scimitar is a pyromancer, so watch out. He'll use combustion and actually uses toxic mist, which is pretty interesting. And power within, which he just... Oh, I thought he just cast. No, he threw a fireball. He can't cast power within in this form. I do not like that move. Oh my god, he's just going to spam it twice in a row. Thanks, bud. Whew. Now, perhaps the best part of this is that he actually has a Darkwood grain ring equipped. He hasn't been using it, but he does sweet little flips, just like Dark Souls 1. That's just the regular scimitar kick, but come on. Ah, that's alright. Now we go into his sorcerer form, where he casts this interesting version of Crystal Soul Mass that will actually just refresh automatically for a while. Each of his forms besides the sword seems to have a buff that he can just cast. Oh boy, get out of the way! Oh, Jesus! Well, I blew it there. That was completely my fault. So as I was saying, his forms all come with a bunch of different buffs, and the only way to remove the buff, oh shit, is to actually hit him enough to stagger him, just like that. Now that will actually remove any buffs that he gets. That's the one that I hate the most because it gives him healing. We don't want that. Alright, come on, give me a Darkwood Grain Ring backflip. You can do it, buddy. Might have to be more aggressive, bait it out. Come on! Ooh, don't you combust me. Oh, that toxic mist crap. Come on, man. No gimmicks. There it is! Yeah! Hell yeah! No power within! Alright, we're gonna have to beat him down now, because his stuff's gonna do quite a bit more damage, actually, when he's powered. And unlike a normal person, he will not be losing health the entire time. So, actually, for that giant soul stream that I got hit by, that was actually just kind of carelessness. You can dodge that really easily. A simple roll as soon as the attack starts, or just running even closer to him than I was, is extremely advised, because while he's casting it, he'll actually be open for a huge amount of counterattack. So, just do this. He does slightly turn during it, so be careful. However, now he's dead, and will be reborn. And I'll let the music do the talking. The Soul of Cinder has taken on Gwyn's soul. And so we have a bit of a nostalgia fest here, while we fight the final boss from the first game, Reborn. Now this attack right here is his most dangerous thing. If you get hit by any of that, you're basically caught in a giant chain combo grab of death, and it's going to do a tremendous amount of damage. I actually don't like this attack at all. All I really can recommend is running to the side like that. Try and get under it, and then run to the side. And watch out for that grab. Lightning Stake, one of my favorite moves in the game. I can't tell you how nice it is to have a Dark Souls boss that doesn't disappoint me in any way. Final boss, I believe. I meant to say, rather. As wonderful as Gwyn was, he was a little easy, especially if you parried, but this version, yeah, we're gonna get really hurt right now. Oh boy. Oh! There, I was definitely far too close for me to be able to do anything about that. Go ahead and get under it. And then run. Oh god. That will just straight up kill you if you get hit by the front of it, so don't. It's my best advice. Come on, Gwyn. Soul of Gwyn. And so we defeat the Soul of Cinder and gain the Soul of the Lords. Now from here, just as every Dark Souls game, we choose our fate. We can link the fire and use our body as fuel and become a Lord of Cinder ourselves. Or, since we gave the eyes of the Firekeeper to the Firekeeper, we can summon her and enter an age of darkness, trying to break the cycle. If you decided not to betray Yuria and still have the dark sigils, all 8 of them, including the one from the marriage with Henri, touching the fire will actually enter a 3rd ending, the Lord of Hollows ending. I myself, seeing as this is the last Souls game, feel that it's appropriate to break the chain.
The first flame quickly fades. Darkness will shortly settle. But one day, tiny flames will dance across the darkness. Like embers linked by Lord's Pass. Ashen One, hearest thou my voice still?
And that ends Dark Souls 3. Funny enough, there's that brief moment where I have control of my character during that ending. You can actually attack the Firekeeper during that, which enters an entirely different alternate ending to that alternate ending. It doesn't give you an achievement or anything, but it is certainly interesting that they put that in there. That brings it to a total of 4 endings that you can possibly get. Well, I want to thank you guys very much for joining me on this third little adventure through the Dark Souls universe. We will return to the game when the DLCs come out, of course, and it'll be in this same form. Although I may actually stream the blind runs through the DLC as I did with Dark Souls 2. Sounds like a good time. In the meantime, this channel is going to definitely lose a little bit more of its, professionalism, quote-unquote, and go into more of just me having a good time playing some games. So if you were just here for the Dark Souls, I'll see you in a few months, probably. Otherwise, I can't wait to see what happens next with the channel. I definitely plan on sticking around. A channel with so many subs and so many wonderful people is a terrible thing to waste, and I have been wasting it. And I will do my best not to from now on. Anyway, enjoy the credits. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. I will see you next time. I'm done with you, people.